Every year, gamers are led to believe that FIFA can still improve. Changes are made to the gameplay, sometimes to make it easier to score, but ultimately the enjoyment of the game never falters. FIFA 19 is no different. The promise of improved features and additional modes has whipped fans into a frenzy of excitement and anticipation. But what is in store this year? The sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem is something football fans around the world recognize. Under the lights, the players line up in the knowledge that this is the best competition in club football. But its absence from FIFA games has always been a frustrating part for those who enjoy continental football. Now, for the first time, the Champions League is fully licensed and coming to FIFA 19. Players can now play through an entire Champions League campaign with any qualified team, or you can choose your own teams for the tournament. Take cover star Cristiano Ronaldo and Juventus to the Champions League final, or if you think Harry Kane deserves his shot at glory, you can play as Spurs. There's also the Europa League mode if you're a Chelsea or Arsenal fan and feel like you are being left out of the fun. Not only is there the anthem, the arrival of two new commentators in the form of Derek Ray, those with a BT Sport subscription will recognize his voice, and ITV pundit Lee Dixon adds extra intrigue to the new game mode. The team's lineups also come in the official Champions League font, and the pre-match atmosphere looks spectacular. It's these small details which can make gamers feel like can become immersed in the game. There are several new features to get acquainted with too, and one of the most distinctive changes is the first touch that players take in FIFA 19. This new feature, named Active Touch, changes the way you receive the ball thanks to improved artificial intelligence. It means that players can now judge each situation on its own when taking a touch. That could mean flicking it past an incoming opponent, or taking a touch that shields the ball from the rival player, or even executing a disguised fake touch. Touches are more responsive and there is generally more fluidity and creativity in the play. If you fancy yourself as a Pep Guardiola-type tactician, the new Dynamic Tactics Builder makes your formation more customizable than ever. It's no longer about how quickly you can change player to press, but rather, how you can configure the team to play exactly how you want. Alter your tactics for a high-pressing method and opponents will have to play under constant pressure. If you choose to park the bus, however, your team will aim to make the space tighten between the defense and midfield. You can also play out from the back and build up play, or push your players upfield to stop the other team from doing so. In 50-50 battles on FIFA 18, players have been known to pull out of challenges or go in half-heartedly. What has changed in FIFA 19 is that players will go into tackles trying to win it, and while the outcome of the challenge is interchangeable, it leaves players fighting for every second ball. It can make play scrappy at times, but football just about tiki-taka. Finishing is an art that has ultimately diminished in recent versions of FIFA, whereby it has become rather simple to beat the goalkeeper. That's fine if you want games ending 7-6, but FIFA 19 is making football gaming more realistic and difficult to master with timed finishing. If you misjudge when to strike the ball or put too much power on the ball, it will end up in rosy timing is everything, and gamers will need to assess when is the best time to shoot, as you would in real-life situations. FIFA 19 highlights how much games can evolve even when it seems they have the perfect formula. While the version of the game that we played was not a finished article, there are signs that this is FIFA's most accurate representation of football yet. Those who thought they were good before will need to rip up the manual and start again. This is a whole new ball game now. FIFA 19 arrives in UK stores on September 28.